4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi,
William,
everybody. Hi.
what's going on, man? It's Brandon.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Pleasure. How are you?
Good.
You had a very busy day, right?
Yeah. So many interviews, but I like to batch them. That's how I prefer to work. Just all
Okay.
them similar things in the same day. Yeah.
Okay. So just back to back to back, just to bang them all out, right?
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I give myself some breaks. Like I'm human, but it's all
Of
good.
course.
Everything's out. Everything is done
Of
after
course. Of
this.
course. And you're on the West Coast right now?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Los Angeles,
LA. I love it.
LA.
I love it. Well, cool, man. Well, thank you for joining. So we rolled out this, cool new IG live series about 2 months ago when quarantine happened, and we want to, give everyone some fun content, something fun to look forward to, and for us to speak to some pretty cool folks like yourself. So,
Thank you.
so, so yeah, man. So you said you had a lot of radio interviews.
Yeah, different ones. I did a radio interview this morning,
Okay.
all the way from South Dakota,
Wow.
and yeah, and then I did a few podcast interviews in the
Yep.
afternoon. Yeah, before this one.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hopefully we don't ask you all the same questions.
Well, some of them I expect them to be the same, so it's all good.
All good, man. All good. All good. Cool, man. So let's go back to the beginning. 2004, you made it onto American Idol, right?
Yeah.
How did that first come about, and how did you first hear about that opportunity?
Well, I thinking about like civil engineering back then, and it
Hmm.
wasn't the best thing for me. I wasn't doing well at school.
Okay.
So what I did was I saw this poster for a school talent show one day, and I decided I want to try.
All
So
right.
I started studying and watching music videos from Ricky Martin's She Bangs.
What drew you into Ricky Martin, though?
I like the tune of his music. It's different from everybody else. I just like that party spirit. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I mean, that song is a classic. That's,
yeah,
everyone's gonna. So when you went into that audition, though, were you nervous at all?
yeah. I was very nervous. That's why my movements came out so jerky. It was almost like I was doing Zumba exercises. Not my proudest moment.
Honestly, I thought that you should have made it past at least the first round, but that's just me.
Oh well.
No, for sure. So then after that, you had a lot of fame and a lot of recognition from that. Uh,
Yeah.
did you expect, that type of recognition to come from it?
No, of course not. I just tried for fun, and I just thought I would go back to being a normal student.
Okay. And then you went back to school?
Yeah, I went back to
Wow.
school, and then the next day, all of a sudden, the
Yeah.
students asked me for pictures and autographs.
Wow.
I was like, what is going on here?
And then at that point, you knew, all right, this is gonna just keep on. It's like a trickle effect. And
Yeah,
then
that's how I know that my life could never go back to normal again.
for the better, though, right?
Yeah.
Good. And then you fast forward a few years, you pushed out 3 albums, right?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So the way it happened was like one of my fans created a website called williamhung.net, and
Okay.
then it got over 8 million hits.
Wow.
And then Koch Records gave me a call and they said, "Oh, William, I heard about this on the news, and we want to take a chance on you. We're willing to give you $25,000 for a record contract."
Right off the bat, just 25K.
Yes.
What was required from your end, though?
Record the first album, really. I
Okay.
mean the other albums, I didn't know it was gonna happen or not, but all I knew back then was that first album. And as a 20-year-old college student,
Yeah.
how could I say no?
Well, that's one way to look at it. But so we're in the entertainment business, and I've always hear of artists weighing their options because they could get one
Yeah.
offer for 25K, then
Uh-huh.
get a second offer for 100K. Did you
Uh-huh.
have any hesitation to, wait and to see and to build up leverage?
I love that question. So it's my issue. It was not about the money
Okay.
because that back then that was the only record company that reached out to me. So
Got
I
it.
would say the biggest issue was what I wanted to do with my life. Uh, and ironically, like even though it sounds easy on paper,
Yeah.
yeah, if I felt that it was a point of no return, because I knew that once I went forward with that, like no, there's no more normal life for me.
Then it's game over. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, but you know, in a good way. But I didn't know. So there's two ways to go about it. One is like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, let's push forward, let's try it, let's see what happens. And then the other side was like, oh, maybe I could just be a normal guy, let people forget about me, let things die down. And that's what my
Yeah.
pastor told me, and I was surprised.
Wow.
So I was thinking like, oh wow, really came from you?
Yeah.
But a few days later, I saw these fake news about me. One of them is like, well, William Hung portrays the biggest Asian stereotypes, and then the other one that really pushed me over the top, it says William Hung committed suicide due to
Wow.
heroin overdose. Yeah,
That's
and
terrible.
at that point, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
That's
like,
too much.
yeah, that's too much. I need to take control of the narrative. I have to be the author of my own story, and
Yep.
the only way I knew how to do that was to move forward with the entertainment opportunity, because that's the only way I could have my own voice.
Of course. What were some of the top challenges that you faced when you were recording and trying to push out these albums, trying to get, more recognition?
I was actually straining my voice really badly back
Yeah.
then. If I were to do the albums again, I don't think I would have done the same thing. I
Okay.
probably would never choose songs like Hotel California or, or even I Believe I Can Fly.
So you chose the most difficult songs to sing, essentially.
Yeah. And actually, the record company wanted me to do those cover songs on purpose, and
Really?
yeah. And again, as a 20-year-old, I didn't know what to think. It's just like, okay, well, I already signed up for it. I need to make it happen no matter what. It
Yep.
doesn't matter if my voice hurts for the next few days. I can recover from that.
Touche, touche. We're getting a lot of questions, so we'll pull some as we go.
Yeah.
Uh, so Kayla wants to know, what have you been doing during quarantine to keep busy and to keep sane, William?
I would say that I've been doing virtual speaking a lot.
Okay.
I'm also getting into online poker, and I love playing computer games for fun.
What's your favorite computer game?
Right now, I'm playing Civilization 6. They have a new series now called the New Frontier Pass. So
Yeah.
they have a lot of new leaders, cool tags.
Okay.
It's a fun simulation experience.
It sounds fun. All
Yeah,
right.
you could pretend to be President Trump. You could pretend to be Genghis Khan.
Wow. Can we
Yeah.
pretend to be you though?
I'm not a
I'm
world
serious.
leader yet.
Hey, listen. To some people, you are.
Thank you.
So Brittany wants to know, William, have you ever had the chance to meet Ricky Martin?
Yes, I performed with him
Okay.
together in
Okay.
2018, like 2 years ago in Las Vegas.
Was that on his tour or that was just a random
It was his
one-off show?
tour. It was a
Okay.
tour. Yeah.
And what was that like for you being on stage and probably in front of 20,000 fans?
It was so surreal. I never
Crazy.
thought I would perform on the same stage with him.
Yeah.
He mentioned it several times in the
Yeah.
past, but I just didn't think it was going to be like reality. And then it finally was reality.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
Um, so prior to COVID-19 and quarantine happening, what have you been up to? Because I know from social media you're a keynote speaker, but can you
Yes.
talk more about that and what that looks like for you?
Yeah, so about 3 years ago, I transitioned into professional speaking.
Okay.
I feel that I could make a bigger impact through speaking instead of just entertainment, because
Okay.
to me, it's like speaking and entertainment at the same time. So that's why I went in that direction.
Got it.
What it looks like, I would say that is that the easy part is the speaking. The
Yeah,
hard part is getting the opportunity to speak.
definitely. For sure. What are some of your favorite topics?
My favorite topics. I love mindset. I love like motivation. I
Mhm.
also love the storytelling. Like how do you reframe your messaging? So those are the topics I usually talk about. The other one that started to get really excited over the last couple of years, like how to excel in your own creative way.
Okay, awesome. What's been the largest crowd that you have spoken in front of?
About 300 to 400 people.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Let me scroll through the text or the messages here and make sure that we didn't miss anything. Awesome. All right, cool. So, what kind of music do you listen to and do you like?
Ooh, I listen to all kinds of music. I listen to some pop music. I like Celine Dion. I like
Awesome.
the tracks from Frozen.
Okay.
I of course I listen to Ricky Martin still.
Yeah.
Let's see. I listen to Elton John sometimes.
So
I
the oldies
also
then.
Yeah, but I also listen to like world music, like video game music, instrumental, meditation kind of music. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, all kinds of music.
I like it. I like it. What's your favorite TV show? Kayla wants to know.
Oh, favorite TV show? Wow, I don't have one at the moment.
Do you watch a lot of TV?
I was watching American Idol quite a
Okay.
bit, but
Yeah.
I haven't like really followed it. I only watch some clips here and there.
Okay.
Now is as we know is the Netflix age.
The Netflix. There's so many
And,
good series on there.
yeah. But so I just watching the movie Parasite recently.
Oh, that's awesome. That was a great
Yeah.
film. Have you
Yes.
finished it yet?
Yes, I did.
I
It's
would say that
scary. It's
it's
scary.
scary, but honestly, William, I would say that made it into my like top 20, top 30 of all time favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really well done. Um, Brittany wants to know what's your favorite snack, William?
Favorite snack.
Yeah, that's a
I
foolish
would say
question. I don't know why I should ask that,
I
but
would say a combination of cashews, almonds, raspberries.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome. We dig it. Cool. Um, let's see what else, what else. So, what was the biggest takeaway from the American Idol experience? Because it did, transcend and it did, take you to that next level.
Oh, the biggest takeaway.
The biggest takeaway, biggest lesson.
I I think the biggest lesson is to stay true to who you are, and
Hmm.
it's okay to accept that you haven't figured out everything in your life yet. Because I haven't. I still haven't. I'm still evolving. I'm still like how to say reinventing myself.
Sure.
So yeah. So that's what I had to do throughout the years, and I'm okay. It's okay to continue doing that.
Touche. So you found, a new success with keynote speaking and coaching and public
Yes.
speaking, but
Yes.
you say that you're still not there yet. What's after that, or what are you still chasing after?
I'm thinking about the long-term impact that I want to create. Uh,
Okay.
so now that I've done okay with speaking, got a few coaching clients.
Yep.
I also making money playing online poker. So yeah, I'm thinking about like, okay, well, what else to do next? And
Yeah.
I say that now I would like to create a platform where people can experience different life scenarios, kind of like a role playing game
Sure.
where they don't have to lose their real way of life.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, yep. Brendan just asked, what are you looking to accomplish next? We covered that. Let's see. Let's see. What do you think contributes, William? Because I'm always curious. What do you think is the biggest obstacle or the biggest factor in why an individual won't chase after their, passion or, what they really want to do for work, let's say?
A lot of time, I also heard like 74% of Americans are not happy with their work.
I
So
thought it was like 95, but
yeah, it could be it's some very high number.
very high.
Yeah, but so it's probably because we haven't spent the time to sit down and figure out our spiritual why and
Yeah.
the impact that we want to make. And that's why I'm doing that now. Because even though I thought I was making the impact that I wanted to make, like
Sure.
inspire people, bring happiness to the world, I feel it needs to be more specific. So that's why I'm doing that again. And the same thing for your listeners out there. It's like what's problem do you see yourself solving, and what do you get excited about when you wake up each day? Why are you waking up each day? And I finally discovered for me, I just want to help people try something new without being judged or ridiculed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we definitely need more folks like you, William, because people are just scared to, take that next step or to,
Yeah.
leave their job because they're unhappy and they don't know what's going to come after that. But
Yeah.
and they're too worried about, what someone else will have to say, when in reality their opinion shouldn't matter. So,
Yeah, I mean, I come from a place, just to make sure it's clear. I come up from a place of chasing dreams authentically, because I actually worked for the government job for 8 years before I quit earlier this in January. And the way I got there was I planned in advance. For
okay.
last year in particular, I put in over 1,000 hours playing poker as a side hustle just to prove that
Wow.
I can make it. Yeah, and I did make it. I make way more than my day job, and I feel much happier because I have more freedom and flexibility. So that's why I make the decision to quit my day job. Now, 4 months into 2020, I'm still very happy with the money I'm making relative to my day job,
Sure. Right.
but it's not necessarily my long-term life goal. If
Got
you
it.
were to tell me this is like, oh, I should be doing this for the rest of my life, this is my only primary source of income. No, it's like that's not how the life that I want to create. Some people, yeah, they're perfectly happy with that, but I feel like
Right.
there's more that I can do in the world. So that's why I'm spending time taking a break this month. Maybe I don't know if taking a break is the right way to put it, but maybe just taking a step back, doing more reflection,
Yeah,
trying more different things, and then see where that goes.
for sure. For sure. It's always great, to take a step back, readjust, refocus, reshift,
Yeah, yeah.
so for sure. Any big plans for the summer months, June, July, August?
I would say the biggest victory that I'm looking for is to still work on the platform that I shared, like
Yep.
something related to the could be gaming, could be simulation, could be a membership group. The how, I'm not sure yet, but it will come to me, because I'm thinking, like, for example, I really enjoyed a program called Toastmasters. Like,
Okay.
Toastmasters, for people that don't know, is a platform for you to practice your public speaking. It's one of the very few platforms I know where you could share your content, get honest and feedback before you put it out in the real world. So I like that aspect of it. So
Yep.
and then the other aspect I like is something like Pokemon Go. Like, everybody went crazy when it first
That
came
was
out.
huge. Yeah,
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. So I'm thinking, like, wow, how do I integrate concepts like that?
Yeah, cool. I never heard of Toastmasters, but that's a phenomenal idea and it's a great concept.
Yeah.
Interesting. How do you find new speaking gigs?
The best way to get speaking opportunities now is actually very similar to before. Is to pick up that phone and talk to the event organizer.
Just
Ask
like
them
that.
about, yeah, just like that. Ask them and introduce yourself. Ask them about what specific struggles they have. What
Uh,
are they dealing with? And usually they'll tell you, they'll let you know, I want to retain talent. I have difficult. I want to keep my doors open for my employees. It's very common.
right.
And then you figure out, like, if you can, how you can bring your expertise or experience into the conversation.
And how you can translate it into what they're looking for. Right.
Yes,
Cool. Alex wants to know, is that your natural hair color, William?
yes, it is.
I was gonna guess that. Uh, cool. All right. Let's see. Any other questions that we may have missed here? Uh, no, we're good here. What else? What else? What else? Well, so what is your take on this whole coronavirus craziness?
I see it as a challenge and opportunity at the same time. It's a challenge because most of my, pretty much all my life events got canceled for speaking, which kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I've always, like, it's a blessing because I always wanted to work for myself. I don't think I should work for somebody else.
right,
And I always thought like, wow, it would be cool if I have that flexibility to work from home. I don't have to show up to the office. And
right.
now I have that. And it's really weird. Sometimes when I look back at it and myself, like, wow, I'm still complaining. Why? Isn't this the life I wanted 4 months ago?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with every new obstacle and new challenge comes a new opportunity, like you said,
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah.
discover
Yeah.
that you wouldn't have. So who are some of your favorite motivational speakers?
I definitely like Tony Robbins. I also actually saw a speech from one of my friends that she shared with me. And it's actually from Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's this
Okay.
there's the topic and the name of the speech, like the speech that broke the internet, like all like 5 million views on it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's really cool. It talks about like how he just works so freaking hard, but still keeps a smile on his face. Like how he's like pushing himself to extreme limits just to
Yeah,
become, because he has this vision to become
right.
Mr. Universe at the time, and I didn't
Yep.
know that. That's really fascinating. So
Wow.
yeah, I don't think everybody should go that path either, but but think about how you can be inspired to put in the effort to get
Yep.
there. Yeah,
Okay. I'll have to check out that video. So it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. If you were to go back, or let me actually go back, would you go back on American Idol?
Not really. It sounds
No?
crazy. Well, I wouldn't change my decision. That's so that would make that clear. But in terms of going
Yep.
back now, no, not really.
Yep.
Because back then I was just thinking like, well, let's try, let's have fun, let's see
Yeah.
what happens. But I didn't know all the stuff behind the scenes and their intention of, like,
Right.
for example, I didn't know that they wanted to showcase all the bad auditions. I just thought like, wow, maybe it's just some random guy show up in the
Right.
room, but it doesn't work that way. Yeah, so knowing what I know now, I don't think I wanted to do it.
Gotcha. Because I was going to follow up. If you were to go back, would you choose Ricky Martin again for round two, or would you spice it up with someone else?
Yeah, I just don't think I mean, singing is fun, but I don't think that's my like real natural talent. I
Gotcha.
think my real natural talent is probably math and statistics, and then
Okay.
somehow like maybe apply it into other areas that people need
Yep.
help with, like speaking.
Touche. Touche. I like it. Any fun plans for the holiday weekend?
I would say that I don't know what else I'm gonna do for fun. Maybe just go take a walk in the park. Now that we finally can do it, they
Yep.
reopened the parks and beaches recently in
Yep.
LA.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. Get some sun. I actually attending a 2 day virtual private mastermind this weekend, so my
Okay.
weekend will be pretty busy too.
Nice. 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 Um, the best place to eat out in LA, any type of food.
Best place. There's a lot of choices. I would say one of them you could maybe try. What is the current place I ordered from recently? I forgot the name on top of my head, but there's an Indian place
Hmm.
near the West Hollywood area. It's really good. I
Okay.
love their juicy tandoori chicken. I love the curry lamb. Yeah.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. It's almost
Hmm.
7 o'clock here, so that's almost dinner time for us, and you're making me very hungry. So, um, any closing remarks, words of wisdom, William, that you want to leave everyone with?
It's now is the best time to take a step back and think about the long-term impact that you want to make, the life that you want to create for yourself. I give my own personal example. I don't mind working hard, but
Hmm.
I'm not someone that wants to, work like crazy, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not like that kind of mentality.
Yeah.
But now I have more clarity because the way I approach my life, I spend about like 4 hours of focused work each day, 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. And then typically the way I use those hours is I do something creative with it, like working, for example, creating my next master class. I don't mind
Yep.
sharing that. That's coming up on May 30th.
Awesome.
It's a high priority. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. Maybe like some marketing videos I put out every day. So things like that. But then I want to give myself plenty of room to think and relax and reflect.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
think about so I share this example because it's possible. It's very possible that you don't have to like work super hard to even though you have to work, you don't have to work super hard and grind like crazy to be successful. So
Right.
you can think about the life that you want to create for yourself and then take action every day.
Spot on. Couldn't have said it any better. We just had one more question, William, pop up from Bro Vance. What is your favorite Chinese restaurant in SGV?
Let me see which one's really cool. They used to have Green Zone, but unfortunately that one closed down.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's one I forgot. It's hard for me to say the name. But my parents usually order. It's a Chinese restaurant nearby there. They have like pre-cooked meals. So under $10, and then they have
Not
like
bad.
very like healthy alternatives like green beans, eggplants, fresh chicken. So yeah, I forgot the name, but I like that one. Take a look at the Uber Eats and your app, and you'll find it.
Okay. Good to know. The next time that we fly out to LA, we'll definitely have to meet up and grab a drink or eat at one of these spots because they all sound so good. So,
Yeah, sure.
all right, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for taking all the time. Be safe, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Enjoy the holiday weekend, and until the next time, man, we will be in touch.
All right, man. See you.
Thanks, William. Appreciate it.
Mhm.